Hello and welcome back here to our Blyth Spartans series. We are kicking off season number 5 and our second season in League 1. We will be taking on Bolton at home at Croft Park. Bolton finished the season very, very strong, making it all the way to the playoff final where they lost out against Wigan. They, of course, jumped ahead of us and took the final playoff spot after we sputtered out at the end of the season. Let's see if we can get some revenge and get off to a flying start this season. But of course, with a new year, that means we have transfer business to go over. Starting off with the players that have joined the team, you can see we have had a pretty busy summer. And we're going to start off with a player who is ineligible to play because they do not have a work permit. This is Javier Ngonga, who we picked up on a free transfer from a random Spanish side, Juventud Laguna, after I saw him in the annual Top 50 Wonder Kids. He was ranked number 2, and that caught my eye when I saw where he was playing and that his contract was expiring. But unfortunately, he is ineligible because he does not have a work permit, which sucks because he is a full international, 6 appearances, 1 goal, and he was playing regular football, so I thought he was going to meet the requirements, but he was not scouted. He was out of our scouting range, and that turned out to bite us, as we now have Javier here who is unable to play. But yeah, he has 6 appearances and 1 goal for the Equatorial Guinea national team. He is also a Spanish nationality. But yeah, that did not help us. And I've been trying to send him out on loan to another country, anywhere that he's eligible to play, and have not had any luck so far. So it looks like he's just going to be sitting here, not playing any football, unless he gets called up for the national team. So yeah, not off to a great start there. But free transfer next is Catalin Serjan, a 22-year-old Romanian attacking midfielder. Picked him up after he was released by Arsenal. He did make 2 senior appearances for Arsenal, and he comes with a bag of potential. I am looking forward to seeing what he can do for us. I think we have a really special player on our hands there. Next up, we have a new goalkeeper, George Wickens. Picked him up after he was released by Fulham. 23 years old, a lot of potential. He is going to be our starter, and I think he's going to be a nice little upgrade on our goalkeeping situation. Then next up we have an older experienced player, Luke O'Neill, 33-year-old right back, can also cover at center back. Him and Matty Blair will be fighting for that starting right back position, but both of them will get plenty of game time this year. Then we have a new midfielder, Mark Helm, a 23-year-old who was released by Watford. I'm excited to see what Mark can do. We have made a big effort on upgrading anywhere we could, and to have a quality player like Mark joining the team, who has a lot of current ability plus a lot of potential ability, I am very excited. And next up we have a new center back, Nohan Kinney, a 22-year-old Liberian, has already made 19 appearances for the national team. He was released by, I think, Leeds, but spent last year on loan at Accrington. Yes, there you go. Nohan is a very good player and is a good ball-playing defender, which is what we play in our system. So the spine of our team, goalkeeper, center back, midfielders, all joining the team. We are looking good down the spine of our team, and hopefully that can push us to the next level And another midfielder joining the team, Tyler Morton, a 22-year-old released by Liverpool. He made 5 senior appearances for them. And you can see potential ability, a full 5-star potential. Tyler could be a star in the making here at Blyth. Then the last signing we've made so far, James Norris. He is going to be a backup left back. You can see he can play pretty much anywhere down that left-hand side. Can also cover in central midfield if needed. He also was released by Liverpool. So those are the players that have joined the team. We do have 3 players out on loan. Mike Johnson returns to North Shields for the year. Jonathan Bevan goes to Wales at Connors Quay. And Jacob Christensen goes to Farsley Celtic on loan. Players that we released, Paul Farman, the old goalkeeper, made 24 appearances for us last year. Didn't quite have the impact we were looking for. Abdi Sharif, one of our long-standing members of the team, made 134 appearances and got 10 goals with the club. I think he joined in our second season here. No, he actually joined the first season. So he was with us from the start. I believe he was the last remaining player from the first season. He was a key player for us early on and was still part of the squad last year where he made 18 appearances. He doesn't have a club. He's not wanted by anyone. And pretty much everyone that has left the club on a free transfer throughout the series ends up not getting picked up and they end up retiring. And that sucks to see. That tends to happen when you get so many promotions in a quick succession. The players that aren't good enough rise up a couple leagues and then no one is able to pick them up. Hopefully that is not the case with Abdi, because he is a fantastic player. We also released Christian Oxley-Chamberlain. He made 42 appearances. He has already been picked up by Bromley and has made 2 appearances already in their league campaign. So good luck to Christian and Bromley. Niall Watson has moved on as well. He made 63 appearances and got 10 goals for the club. It looks like he is wanted by a club, Ebbsfleet, and a National League team, I believe. Hopefully, Niall does get picked up by a team down in non-league where he would be a fantastic player. Either-footed, does everything pretty decently, and has a high determination. Daniel Martin has been released by the club. He was our ever-present left back, has been picked up by Accrington, who I believe are in League 2. Yeah, so he still in the Football League. He made 67 appearances for the club. Just outgrew his level. So we parted ways with Daniel. Same thing with Milinik Ali. He has been picked up by Maidstone already. He made 43 appearances for the club and got 10 goals. I think he will be a fantastic player for Maidstone, who are down in non-league. They are in the National League. He will be a great player for them. I have no doubt about it. Alex Mitchell, another player from the original team, the original season. He made 121 appearances and conceded 121 goals. So a great 1-goal ratio. He played all the way up until last year. Hopefully he gets picked up by a non-league team and gets one more crack at it. He was just a solid goalkeeper, especially when we were down in non-league. He was one of our key players. Last one, not really much to go over. Christopher Weir, who was a youth player. He did make 7 appearances for the club when we were short on players early on in the series. Hopefully he does get picked up by a team. See one of our academy players have a decent career. I did loan him out the North Shields last year, but it doesn't look like any team is currently interested in his services at the moment. So those are the players that have joined and left the club. Of course, I still expect there to be movement while the transfer window is open. So I'm sure next episode we will have some things to go over. Preseason was excellent. Didn't lose a single game. Even beat Premier League side Newcastle 1-0. So we love to see that. Season preview is looking like this. Of course, you guessed it. We are projected to come dead last, though it is closer than it was last year. And I think if we were able to pick up one more player, we would have jumped ahead of Northampton. But you can see the new boys, Northampton, Notts County, Oxford, and Colchester, joining us from League 2. And the teams relegated from the championship are Blackpool, Luton, and Coventry. So we got some good teams in this league. We know it is tough, and there are a lot of games that will be thrown at us. But we have definitely upgraded our depth. We have added quality. And this is the team who will be kicking it off. We have a new boy, Wickens, in goal. Blake at left back. A new center back, Kinney, alongside of Warner and O'Neill, taking the starting role today over Matty Blair at right back. A new midfield duo of Morton and Helm. And the attacking players are the same. Akuflex, Kundal, Bob, and Udo leading the way. On the bench, that leaves Kapani, Pollock, Grant, Hodge, Serjan, Reiki, and Blair. Let's go ahead and jump into the first game of the season at home at Croft Park to take on Bolton. First highlight, it is a throw-in for the Spartans. Akuflex gets it, plays it over to Kundo, who plays it back to Blake, whips it across. It's headed away, but Morton's going to pick that up, plays it up to Kundo, over to Helm, back to Morton. And Morton on the ball still. Helm was looking out for Blake, but it gets headed up, and Kinney is there to pick up that loose ball. Warner looking for options. He's going to play it out to O'Neill inside to Bob, who has a shot, and it's saved. Falls to Akuflex, and it's saved again. That was a massive opportunity, but Akuflex fires it into the hands of the keeper. We're into another highlight. The Spartans are on the ball. We are starting to look lively here. Great ball up to Bob, who has a shot. Oh, that was just wide of the post. Oh, man, what a great ball by Udo to pick out Bob, who is unable to convert. And we go into halftime here. Goalless in the first 45 minutes. We have looked like the better of the teams, at least in terms of highlights. Let's go out there in the second half, and we're going straight into it. But let's go out there and find a goal. But Bolton are on the ball here. And I don't like to see a highlight straight away, because the team that usually has the ball is about to score. And that looks like it's going to be the case here, and it is. They score 27 seconds into the second half. Come on. O'Neill, that was your man. And then he plays it under Wickens. 1-0 to Bolton. And it's another highlight with Bolton on the ball. Not what we want to see. They're bringing it forward here. Of course, their striker was the top goal scorer in the league last year. And he's on the ball here. He plays it over to Thompson, who has a shot. And it goes just wide of the post. Another highlight, and Bolton are on the ball once again. They have stepped up their game here in the second half. And it's 2-0 to Bolton. Jesus. Just too easy for Bolton here early on in the second half, getting 2 goals in the opening 10 minutes of the second half. Clark whips it in, and Thomason is his name, not Thompson, heads it home, and we're going to make some changes here. Kapani is going to come on for Akuflex, and Serjan on for Kundal. And we're going to go more attacking here because we are 2 goals down. The Spartans are on the ball here, trying to play it out of defense from a goal kick. If we could get a goal back here, that would get us back in the game and give us plenty of time to find an equalizer here. And this is an opportunity. Udo! You have to score that. And we know he's capable of scoring. And off the corner, Kinney heads it over. In another corner, Blake to whip it in once again, looking for Warner, who heads it over this time. Gonna make our final substitution here. We're gonna bring on Joe Hodge for Morton. 20 minutes left to play in the game. Come on, guys. Another Spartans highlight here. A great ball over the top to Serjan. But he overruns the ball. But it's whipped in. Back post to Kapani. And he has to score that. We've had plenty of opportunities in this game. We have just not been able to convert them. And that is going to cost us as we look like we're about to lose. But we do have a late highlight here. Oh, Noah Kinney. Noah Kinney gets a goal on his debut. Luke O'Neill with a great ball in. Could we pull off an incredible late rally to tie the game up here? There's just not a lot of time left, and no, there's going to be no more highlights. It ends 2-1 for Bolton. That's disappointing because we had plenty of opportunities. We just did not convert them until it was too late. That is a disappointing start to the season. So not the start we were looking for to kick off the campaign. But Bolton are a tough team. We knew that from how strong they finished last year as well. And we showed that we were able to create opportunities in the game. We just have to be better in our upcoming games. But that's where this episode is going to come to an end. If you have enjoyed it, and you are excited about the new season, go ahead and leave the video a like down below. And if you are new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos coming to the channel. And until next time, it's been your Blyth 147.